Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, Rose says good morning.
Dogs have been pumped this morning.
Yeah, second take. They went a little too crazy, but
Yeah.
It feels good. It's chilly.
That's probably why they're super excited.
Yeah. Got airplanes flying over.
You can hear it.
Trying to actually drink some coffee with you guys. It's been a minute since we've done that on a regular basis.
Do y'all actually drink coffee while watching?
I guess it depends on when that actually gets uploaded.
Yeah, true.
Because today I woke up at 4? 4:30? I don't remember.
That's normally when we wake up, but
Yeah.
we got a little bit off. Last night we woke up at 2 and then
Y'all
6.
didn't.
Yeah.
But
Me and this cutie patooties.
normally if I wake up at 4, by the time this comes out, I'm already long gone drink coffee.
Yeah.
But it has been going pretty well with Reagan. As you guys could tell, she's sitting up nice and good right now.
She normally does really good on these, but she's kind of fussy this morning. We'll see if she lasts.
Airplanes are flying low this
Yeah,
morning.
that's crazy. See if she lasts. She has started this new thing where she gets very angry when she's tired, and then we'll kind of fight the sleep.
Yeah.
It's like, this is what you want, girl.
But once she gets it, she gets it.
Yeah.
It's just, and then good. So
yeah.
I will take that
Yeah.
over some of the other things where she'd just be crying and we're like, we can't figure this out.
Yeah.
So we've kind of got it down that we can kind of tell what her cry is now, and does she need to be fed? Does she need to be put down for a nap? Does she need to go for a car ride? Which yesterday we went up for a car ride. We're trying to do it in the afternoons. That way,
That was the evening.
yeah, I mean, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Not in the morning or anything during the day. Hey, Lucy, no.
I might have to pause this and put them
Kinda-
in the garage.
Lucy, no, girl. Kind of regretting. Anybody want one, Lucy? Look, there. Oh, there it goes. Almost fell. Y'all saw my legs.
She just looks back at you like,
But our record was an hour, and yesterday we broke that. It was about an hour 15, hour 20.
yeah.
So, and she only fussed a little bit.
Yeah, we're able to give her the bink. She
Yeah.
actually took it. And,
Yeah,
But yeah, so
very happy with that.
updates with that.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people say to, not necessarily with the car ride, but just throughout the day, you just gotta put her down. She's gonna get used to. Well aware, but also, sorry, I'm getting distracted.
No, Lucy's.
I forgot what I was saying, so never mind.
About being quiet.
Not being quiet.
Yeah, that people.
Or just putting her down
yeah, we're
instead of holding her all the time, but also like we are her comfort, and I don't know. Never mind.
I think what she was trying to say was,
Developing secure attachment. This is stuff too that I've studied, everything like that. You got to know this going through nursing school, and especially in pediatrics. It's cognitive development. Like, she is not at the stage where she can self-soothe, and so it's on us to soothe her. And
Yeah.
it is actually healthy for
Man,
her
this-
to have that attachment.
another freaking airplane coming super low right over. What is going on today?
Yeah.
I mean, it as low as it could get.
Is it like a
It's a,
private passenger?
yeah, it's one of those little. And I love me some old airplanes. I thought it was one of those bi-wing, the 2-wing,
Yeah.
but I think it's just a one-winger. But we do let her do her own thing, and then we also want to be with her and get attached, and she's attached to us.
Yeah.
But we also put her down. We're noisy. Yesterday? Was that yesterday? Day before? I think day before. Ran the vacuum all around her. Had music playing. Did all that. So it's like doing the dishes, doing everything. I mowed the yard the other day. She's getting good and used to all that. We're not what be the right word? Pussyfooting around?
Yeah.
Is that the right word?
And just constantly.
Oh no, it's just
But-
if you're gonna
Oh.
if you're gonna see us in the video, it's
Oh.
probably because we're holding her,
Oh.
because we've already done everything else. But
Yeah.
she's been doing great, and as far as having a baby, I think we really lucked out. I think she does
Oh,
really
yeah.
well. She does have her moments, but what baby doesn't? But overall, I mean, she's just doing great, and she's at the point where you can actually start like making faces to her, and she's starting to, I think, kind of get it. And you can smile and oh, she's too busy right now, but she'll kind of react with you, and then it's like a fun stage because it's still like she's not fully there, but she's getting there. So it's like it's a cool evolution to see, I guess.
Which I think we've talked about that a bunch, but it's just getting like more and more
Yeah.
like that. But the other day we were talking about too, like siblings, and because I was like, if we were younger, mainly you.
What?
but-
You're the one that has to give birth.
But if we were younger, I would want like 4 of these things.
You're telling me at your age right now you'd want to pop out 3 more?
Wait, let's see.
So
What
don't be
would I
bashing me and my
Yeah.
Maybe 1 more, maybe 2 more.
Yeah, but yeah, that's kind of like the thing. If we were younger, it's like, yeah, let's just have a big family. But
I don't know about a massive family or nothing.
and then, did you ever wish you were an only child?
I'm sure when I was mad at my brothers. But clearly it was me, Jared, and Matt, and I think it would have been absolutely insane if there was any more of us. And then having a twin, you just always had someone with you, and then we didn't know what it was like to really have a younger brother or sister. We knew what it
Yeah.
was like to have an older brother,
Yeah.
but we also are the football head coach of the whole school. They lived across the street, and his son was a lot younger, and we basically treated him like a little brother, and we taught him how to like skateboard and jump ramps and do all this stuff. And the kid was used to being around a lot of older kids because his dad was the head coach for the school, so he grew up around
Okay.
high school kids.
So you never wished you had a younger sibling?
No, because we kind of had that with the neighbor for many years. So I never wished for anything else. I think
Well-
any more brothers or sisters, I think we would all been miserable.
Yeah, with, you said you and Jared being together all the time because you were twins, but my brother and I, we weren't twins, but we were together constantly too. But some of you guys may not know this, my brother is 15 months older than me, so we're pretty close in age. But I did always want another sibling too, like a younger sibling. I think maybe it's probably more of like a girl.
That's what I was about to say. It's probably
They're
because you're a girl.
Yeah, and then you went to little baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I never wished I was an only child either. Because my brother was my best friend for sure growing up. So these are things we kind of talk about with like her.
Yeah, it's like, are we making a mistake of not trying to have another kid? And if we were to have another kid, it'd have to be like ASAP.
Yeah.
But also it's like, do you want to go through all this again with her running around, and then you have like, you
Again, like if we were younger,
yeah.
then I'd be like, all right, let's go.
Oh,
But
we were watching Will Survives earlier. I don't know how old he is. I'm thinking early 20s. And he's out there grabbing big boulders and throwing them down a hill and doing all this stuff. And I told Dana, I said, oh, to be young again. She's like, you could do that. I said,
I said, well, you're not old.
yeah.
You're not old. It's just we don't stretch and we don't eat well.
Well,
That's the
but
thing.
even when I was eating really good and like really stretching, doing stuff in the morning, I would
Eating-
still, what?
I don't think you were eating very well.
Yes, I was.
It
You
was
tell me that I wasn't eating well. What was I eating?
just like a brat or about 5 pork chops a day, and
I was on a carnivore diet.
Yeah.
That's a lot better than all creamer and then ice
Yeah.
cream and all that stuff.
but still not eating like well.
Oh, but I
per
was
se.
like full of energy though.
Yeah.
Full of energy. And I would struggle, struggle. But back 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 7 years ago, you know, you could do stuff all day long and bounce back the next day. Now it's going to take me like a good week if I were to like throw boulders down a hill.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh man, just to be, you know, young again. And it's just, we're not at that point, I don't think, to be having more kids. I mean, being 40 and having your first kid is not really heard of these days.
I think these days more so, yes.
Well,
Back in the day, no.
back in the day for sure, no.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
40 is still like really pushing it for like your
Yeah.
first kid.
Yeah.
I would say like in your 30s,
Yeah.
people are waiting. It used to be like teens and 20s, and then
Yeah.
it turned into 30s because at that point people were figuring out their careers and whatnot. But to be
Mm-hmm.
40 and have your first kid is, I would love to Google that.
Yeah.
How many men had their kid at 40, the first kid? It just, there ain't no way I'd be able to bounce back and to be able to try to live the lifestyle we live now. Maybe if we settle down and it's very comfortable and very easy and all that stuff, maybe. But with the life we live now, it's already hard enough as it is.
Yeah. If you look back on how much these past however many years, 5 years have aged us,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
Living the way we've lived, would not necessarily recommend, but
No.
it's, you know,
It's worth it.
necessary
Yeah.
in the long run. You
Yeah.
know, it is long-term goals. So
Yeah.
you know, you look back 10 years from now or whatever, and
When you're set up and you're good and
yeah, it's
everything's
gonna be all
fine.
worth it.
Yeah.
But it definitely ages you and you feel it.
Yeah, and again, if we started this when we were 18, 20 years old, we could go through all that and be in our 30s and be like, we're good.
Yeah.
But when you start it in your 30s, it's tough. You were what, 29?
When we met, yeah.
Yeah, 29.
I turned 30. I was 30 when we got Shooting Ranch.
Yeah, because that was fresh into
Yeah.
our relationship, which we did a lot of stupid stuff as a young couple.
Yeah. Well, at that point, we had already been dating almost a year. Because we met a couple months into 2021, and then I turned 30 in September, and then we got Shooting Ranch, and
We were almost dating a year at
Yeah.
that point.
we were like 3 months shy, maybe.
Oh.
So-
I'm not good with time.
Yeah, yeah.
I just remember that being a long time ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just a different time.
Yeah.
And just talking about these things, and you know, we'll go on walks and take her around and everything. It's it gives us. I like it because we just leave our phones and we go for a walk and we just talk, and it lets us bring up stuff like that to where it's like, you know, are we making the right decision only having one kid? If so, you know, is the better decision to put her in a public school, to do private school, to do homeschool? Is it better to try to do this or that or whatever? And it's stuff that we've never had to consider, and you don't really, I mean, you think about it, but you don't fully think about it. Clearly when we bought in Bristow 4 or 5 years ago, whatever that was, we weren't really thinking kid. Yes, we knew that maybe eventually we might want a kid, but even at that point, I think we were still like, yeah, we're cool without kids.
Yeah.
So you start, you're not fully thinking about that, and then as soon as you find out that you're having a baby, you got 9 months to try to figure it out, and that is not long enough. And then
Oh.
once you see her, then your brain really starts going in different directions of like, did I make the right decision? Will we make the right decisions? And you know, that's kind of why the other day I was saying, you know, y'all guys have seen me stressed out over things, and I mean, we still got stuff we're figuring out, and it's going to be this way for a good minute, but I think we're making the right decisions, and I think we've made the right decisions, and the more so that we go on and we're doing what we're doing, I think all the decisions we made
Oh.
4 years ago were the right decisions to put
Yeah.
us where we needed to be.
Which
And
some people maybe could call you're overthinking, which, yes, a little bit, but then
you should
also,
probably think every possible thing when you have a kid.
but also the life that we live is very different than some that maybe you guys have been through with the kid is
Yeah.
you are already maybe in a house maybe settled, I don't know, but a somewhat comfortable situation and all that. Our lives, I mean, everybody's life is very different, but especially our situation, it's just different.
Yeah, and some of y'all probably had it way worse than we've had it. Everyone has it different, but every kid is different, every situation, every finances, like just everything is different for everybody. So every day we just want to make sure we're making the best decisions for her, and I think we are, and I think we're going down the right path here, and everything we've done, everything we've done literally led us to this point. All the hardships, all the disappointments of Shoot Dang Ranch and stuff, because even then we've learned so much of maybe what not to do again, maybe how we handle a situation. Get down, there's Lucy, y'all saw her. She just want to get on camera. Get back.
They're just getting excited.
I'm excited for the future because I really do think that we've done everything to put us where we need to be, and give us another year, 2 years, and we're going to look back and laugh on all the hard times we had, because we'll be like, I'm glad we're never doing that again. I'm glad we made it through this. I'm glad, we're settled down and we're in the spot where we're at, where she knows what's going on, and we're able to truly at that point start our life,
And the other day we were talking to, and I was like, we just can't forget where we came from.
No, I don't think we can forget, and I don't think y'all would allow us to forget. So
it's just the little things too, just struggling to just get water. Like if we were able to shower, it was like, that
was huge.
It was just every little thing, the little comforts that you take for granted. You don't realize that just to go in the bathroom and then turn on the shower.
When you walk into a shop and you walk into this little bitty room where your bed is built up, and then right outside that is a tent and Jared's sleeping in it, and there's no running water, there's no kitchen, there's no nothing, and you're cranking a generator on, hoping to have enough heat for the night going for us and Jared. You don't forget stuff like that.
But do we even have the generator running when we were in there? I don't think so.
Sometimes, depending on.
I think we just used battery banks for like the projector, or we didn't use the generator much out there.
I'm trying to think, because I know for sure. The only reason I'm saying this is.
We had the zero sleeping bag pretty good in there.
Yeah, I know, but the only reason I'm saying that is I remember Brandon, we were running a generator when he stayed in the bird's nest. So I don't remember.
But because he didn't have a zero sleeping bag.
Well, no, but I know with Jared, no, get down. I know we had to have a generator and stuff, I'm pretty sure, to run like when we had movies and stuff. The sun's coming up. Maybe just to charge the battery banks. I don't know.
So we did battery banks for those.
I don't know, but
no, Lucy.
To
Go.
I don't think us or Jared will ever forget those days of the struggle. And Jared's in a house that's not finished yet, but I guarantee you he feels a lot better about that than he did in a tent or in a pop-up camper. It's stuff when you kind of. You can get in your own head and be like, oh man, I wish this was better, I wish this was easier, I wish this or wish that. When you look back at what you did to get to the point you're at, you're like, I will take this all day, every day. I will fully accept where I'm at. But that's the cool thing in, say, a year or 2 years from now, when we're just literally having a family night, eating dinner, doing whatever we're doing. Doing all that, and we're living comfortable. We're going to look back and be like, every single second of the last 4, 5, 6 years, whatever it was at that point, was 100% worth it to put her in the right spot for us to be able to raise her in the best possible way. And it's just one of those, you just can't forget where you come from and what you've been through. So we'll leave it at that. I've got a lot to do today. And hopefully later you guys will be seeing me on the Crockers in some form or fashion. And
Mom's coming in town tonight,
She is.
so we'll probably see her tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because she'll be asleep by the time she gets in.
Yeah. I might go pick her up
Yeah.
late. We'll see how it goes. I may just leave her there. Ma, if you're watching, I'll get you in the morning. Calm down. But all right, guys, we'll catch you on the next one. Hey, you gonna have a good day? She looking at Roof.
Yeah, she got the
Sick.
hiccups right now too.
She said, "What is that old scraggly dog?"
Yeah, that's your puppy brother.
Yeah. Rufio's getting very, very old, and he looks rough.
Yeah.
He looks rough. He's always looked rough. He's always been a rough-looking dog.
He just walked by, he's like, dang, you gonna say that right in front of me?
But he looks very rough as an old man.
Yeah. Still
he's
getting
like-
around and
Yeah.
everything.
I would assume he's about 15 years old. Yeah, he still gets around, so he ain't what he used to be.
Yeah.
And we had the niece and nephew and your brother and stuff over the other day. And Jude, he's like 6, and he'll tell you how he feels.
Yeah.
And I said, "What do you think of that dog?" He said, and I said, "Yeah, I figured so." But he's a good boy. But all right, guys, we'll catch you on the next one.